Good morning, everybody. Cheers. Welcome.
Intermit Texas Haitian.
Hey, Grindor. That was weird. I forgot that I started it. No technical challenges this morning so far. Yay! So, yeah, it looks like I'll be able to build a PCB, assemble a PCB today. Nothing overly exciting. How's your week been? How's everyone's week been? Life is enough of a challenge. Are we talking about without the technical difficulties, or are we talking about something else? Now, Mr. England is eating cream cheese and smoked salmon bagels, and oh, I could do with a bagel right now. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, all good here, Alan. Thank you very much for asking. I've not been getting a lot of sleep. Don't know why. It's been a bad few days, so I'm a bit tired. Hopefully I won't make any silly mistakes today, although I guess that will just entertain people if I do. That's okay. Been busy during the week. I ran an order for Adafruit, so it was really hot here over the last week, and of course the days that I had to manufacture were the hot days. I think one of the days I was manufacturing it was 37 degrees. So when you got the oven running for 4 or 5 hours at 300-ish degrees, then it makes it kind of warm in here. But I got all that done and shipped out. What day is it today? Wednesday. Yeah, shipped it out yesterday, which is good. I have. Don't want to talk about that. Maybe later. Maybe now. So I have a new revision of my Reflow Master Pro. See it dangling. So we are laughing with you, not at you, even when you are not laughing. No, I'm pretty sure some of you are laughing at me, which is totally fine. You should all be laughing at me. But thank you though, Shipru. So this is a 2025, you can see on the back, 2025 01-15 edition of my Reflow Master Pro. And I've finally moved away from using the modules. I was using the S2 modules. And just recently I've been having some weird issues with some people with the modules and Wi-Fi. Haven't been 100% able to nail it down. And also I've got a bunch of silicon here that I used to use on
Alan Madsen says looks great.
Thank you. That I used to use on my S2 boards, which I still sell some, but not as many, obviously, because of my S3 boards. But I kept buying modules, so that's what the previous version looked like.
Fartman says PR. Hi everyone.
Hey Christian. So that was the previous one with the module, and this is the new one, and I decided to put an external antenna on it. I've got a version here with an internal antenna on it, and through silliness, about an hour before I published the Gerbers to send them off, I actually broke the RF area and forgot to fix it. Well, I didn't know I'd broken it on the PCB level, and so there were no DRC errors the way I'd routed it all, but it doesn't function. So I got panels made and a stencil for a version with an onboard antenna, which, look, it works, but I can't guarantee it's going to work for everyone. So I had to fix it, so I thought I'd just remove the onboard antenna and go an external antenna. And I've also revised the case for that. And at the back of the case, there is, you're not going to be able to see with the lighting, maybe, there we go, there's a little slot on the side for the antenna, and you might be able to see very faintly on the back, it says antenna. So functionally, the Reflow Master Pros are identical. There's no changes to them. Well, there is a positional change. I've moved the functionality of the top around. The 5 volts, there's a 5 volt in and out on the back. That used to be on this side. Well, it used to be further over. And now it's all the way to this side with a different power path going to the switch. Anyway, otherwise it's exactly the same. So no one has to worry about, oh, this one doesn't have any screws in it. That's okay. If I put it in the case. So the idea is the antenna goes around the outside of the connector, like that, goes into the case. Doing this on camera is silly. If I get it in the case, like that, and then it goes into the slot. So it sticks out the slot like that at the back, and you can just leave it if you want to leave it hanging, but it's got adhesive on the back, and so that little marker on the back of the case is if you want to stick it there. There's a little thing that says antenna there for those who want to stick it on the back, and otherwise you can just leave it hanging if you want, or you can stick it somewhere else. And I made another slight change to the case. I put holes, you're not going to be able to see, there you go, hole on that side and a hole on that side, and that goes through. So what some people do, never occurred to me that might do that, is they don't use the little foot stand, right, which lets it sit on the table. They take that out and they stick this to something, like they'll stick it to the oven. And the problem is it's a snap fit case. So what I've done is with these, that's probably too long, those holes are M2.5 holes, so you can screw in, I'm not going to do it all the way, the screw's too long, but you can screw in screws on the back and that screws the case together, so if you're sticking it on the back of something. So I made that change as well. I haven't uploaded those files yet to online for people to download, but I will. Only finished this off yesterday, so yeah, people when they start getting Reflow Master Pros now will get a newer revision, or depending on when I put these in stock. I've only just assembled the first bunch now to test them with an external antenna. Hopefully that'll also give people the ability to just have better Wi-Fi. Like I had someone contact me a couple of months ago and said, hey, how do I edit profiles and stuff without Wi-Fi, without the web server? And I said, you can't, the whole thing has to happen that way. And he goes, well, my Reflow oven is in my garage, or in my shed, which is, 100 meters away from my house, and I've got no Wi-Fi out there. And I went, that's an interesting problem. I just assume that everyone has access to Wi-Fi all around their house now, or wherever they are. It's become ubiquitous, right? So hopefully with the external antenna, that'll give people more range when it's something in the case around it. I mean, the internal antenna is been working fine. The issue hasn't really been reception, like as in distance and stuff, but there's just some weirdness with the modules, like having to turn the transmission power all the way down. I mean, I've shipped a lot of Reflow Master Pros, and they've all had the modules on them, and they've all had the Mini 2s. I mean, I've been using the Mini 2s for years now, and so the ESP32 S2 Mini 2, the second revision of the module. But just something weird. I don't know whether it's the latest versions of the IDF that supports them or something, but people have been having some weird issues. And the modules are just expensive comparatively to the silicon I've got in stock. So anyway, that was pretty cool. Got all that done. Yeah, looking forward to swiveling to that. Anyone played with VGL and ESP Home? No. I've never really even played with little VGL. I have to at some stage. The table on 5 stack, but haven't had time to revisit it. Any hardship dealing with certifications with chips versus modules? I'm not certified. I don't certify them, so none of my products are sold certified. So no problems at all. Yeah, I mean, I was just using a module originally on the off chance that I might at some point certify them, but it's been years and I haven't, and it hasn't really. I mean, there's just not been a need. It's not really a consumer-facing product, and it's definitely a DIY type product. And legalities aside, because I really don't know what they are anymore. It's very confusing. It's become quite confusing, especially around the EU. I just sell my stuff as is, and yeah. What else can I tell you all? Probably nothing. Not much. I don't know. So the board I'm going to build today is an updated version of my FEATHERS3, but it's now not the version that it's going to be. There's going to be another change to it, and but I'm going to build this version anyway because there's some new things on this that will be on the next version as well, and so I want to make sure they work before I go and get those boards made. Are we excited for America going to pay 60% more because of their own tariffs for the same product? Americans going to pay 60% more? Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I think everyone's panicking about the whole tariff thing. Yeah. Trump's very quick at. We're not going to make this a political stream. Trump's very quick at dishing out the tariff this, tariff that, tariff that. It's all about posturing, and it's all about. I mean, look what happened in Colombia. Has everyone been following what's been going on? Right? Hey, we're shipping you 2 planefuls of criminals, of your citizens going back to Colombia because they've broken the law here and we don't want them. They're not citizens of America. And Colombia said, we won't accept them, which is illegal. You can't not allow your own citizens back in the country. Whatever. Colombia goes, we don't want them. And so Trump goes, fine. Tariff and blah, 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 blah. And within an hour, Colombia goes, yep, let them in. We'll even send you the presidential plane. It's all about power and posturing. He screamed tariff, tariff, tariff on his first term and everything was fine. And the tariffs on China and everyone was panicking about, but ultimately everything was fine. So let's just wait and see what happens first. Right, he's throwing tariffs left and right. What he's saying is everyone has tariffs on American imports. So why shouldn't America have tariffs on their imports? And that's reasonable. Countries deliberately put tariffs on American imports because they think America can wear it. Right? And, Trump just wants an even playing field. So, basic issue they were transported in military planes. Yeah, but they knew they were coming. It's not like the plane was about to land and said, "Surprise, we're here." The Colombians knew they were coming. They were told before the planes left. They were told as they were being rounded up that they're being returned, right? So it's not like it was a surprise. But anyway, in the end, it's consumer American people who are going to pay the extra costs. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. They also, like Trump also wants to, rightly so, desperately, build up production and manufacturing capabilities back in America again, as they should. They need to become a bit more self-sufficient. And so, you know, this is just one of the ways of it happening. So anyway, I'm also keen to see how it all plays out. Don't get me wrong. I have no idea how it's going to play out. But there's just so much panic mongering going on. And everyone should just, I'm not talking about you guys and whatever, just in general, everyone should just take a chill pill and just wait and see what happens, you know? If there's something to scream and rant about, then scream and rant. But don't scream and rant on speculation. And he wants to buy Greenland. Yeah, that whole conversation is pretty funny. As is the making Canada the 52nd state. That's also
HMS
quite
says
funny.
yeah, and that ends the politics.
And that ends the politics. Yeah, this is not a politics stream. We won't do a politics stream. Yeah. Okay, so my microscope camera, I found the problem. The problem was the DC barrel jack that the connector went into. In the end, had a cracked joint or something, and so I fixed it. So I have microscope camera again, but in the process, was this C3 worth getting excited about? Honestly, I don't think so, Andy Mouse. I haven't said hi to everyone on the stream.
1000 says it was not a capacitor.
It was not a capacitor. Let me go back and say hi to folks in the stream. I forgot to do that. We've been going for almost 20 minutes. So, Alan, good morning. Yumbo Prime, hello. Peter Homan, up early. Welcome. Antonio, hi. Mr. England, still want my bagel. Is it on the way? Have you shipped it? Shippu, meow. Graham, good morning. Also up early. Beata, hello. Fat Boys Aviation, good morning. Dutch Taurus, hello. Intimate Tech, hello. Johnny, good evening, ladies and Johnny Beans. Johnny Beans, I don't know what that is. Christian, hi. Okay, I'm just going to go backwards now because it's just jumped. Andy Mouse, hello. Ray, good evening. Adam Bryant, hello. Trump wants a map redrawn for the Gulf of America. It's interesting to
HMS
change
says it didn't pass car. He'll have to make a second one.
Really? Shame. I bet you someone stole it on the way. They were hungry, so they ate it themselves. Sorry, I know we're not talking politics, but the Gulf of America thing's pretty funny. You gotta say. Anyway, so the C5. Well, the C5 is just a C3, really, with 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. And to be honest, 5 gigahertz isn't overly exciting, if you think about it. Because it's got a shorter range and it doesn't go through things, right? Which is what 2.4 is really good at. So, unless you've got line of sight, you have to have line of sight for 5G, and 5G actually takes more power, but can do a higher speed. But I don't think the C5 can do that. So and then it depends on your router, and it depends what else is on that. So I don't know. I think it's going to be hit and miss, really, for people using anything with 5G on it. And you got to remember, the C5's got 5G and 2.4, and I can't vouch for Espressive's module. I don't have one. I was offered some samples ages ago of the module, but I don't use the modules, and I wasn't looking at developing firmware for it, so I didn't want one of the dev kits. I want silicon, and I don't know when it comes to third-party boards what the quality is going to be like, because to be fair, most ESP32 boards you buy off third-party people who are using silicon don't match their networks properly. They're close enough is good enough, and you can't do that with 5G. 5G is way less forgiving than 2.4. The higher you go up the frequency range, the better the tuning has to be, because the more harmonics you're going to get, and the tighter the tuning has to be. And I just don't know if people are going to, I think people are going to buy boards with 5G on them that isn't going to perform very well, and are going to be disappointed and think, and not know what to blame. Like, they're not going to be able to fix it themselves, right? So the reason I got my 7.5 gig VNA SA forever ago, apart from the whole harmonics issue, I needed a higher frequency for harmonics, was in preparation for being able to tune 5G. So how many years ago did I get that? And especially still haven't released the C5. So I don't know, I'm not overly excited about it, especially when there's 6G, right? And then there's also, you got Wi-Fi 6, you got Wi-Fi 7's been ratified and it's out. I think the pace of Wi-Fi improvements is happening so fast now that it's just big deal. I think at this point, there have been 5G wireless microcontroller solutions out, non-expressive ones, for years already. I just don't know if the C5 is going to really be anything. I don't know. Maybe. Do you think you'll use it? If I can get some freaking samples, I've been on the sample list for a year and a half. And just so you know, every time they go into, they're about to go into production, they find a problem and they bump it, whatever. So it keeps getting delayed. And just like the C61, just like the P4. So yeah, I've had data sheet for it for a long time. I will probably make a tiny board with one, maybe. But, the problem is a tiny board that size and putting two different antennas on it isn't necessarily great. But we'll see. We'll see. I think I'll definitely play with it. But I'm doing something else interesting at the moment with my boards, my S3 boards, and maybe my C6 board. I'm waiting for the C61. I'm more interested in the C61 because that's the C6, but with PSRAM support, which will make the C6 or the C61 viable for a watch, which is the thing that's missing. The reason I moved away from the C6 on my tiny watch was not enough RAM to do video buffers and stuff. So the Swiss guy has one. No. As I said, I could have got a dev kit with a C5 on it over a year ago, and I could have got some modules 8 months ago, but they don't help me because I make boards with silicon. So I need silicon, and I could have got early revision silicon, but there was issues with them. So I don't need to have the silicon here to design a board. I need to have the silicon here to test the board. And if it's not the final silicon, then there's just kind of no point. Especially when Espressive don't specify what the problem is and why they're bumping the version. They do if it's a released version, they do a change notice. But if it's not already out yet, you don't know why it's been bumped and what doesn't work in it. Unless you ask and beg and then they tell you, right? So, yeah. But anyway, so just quickly we're going to move on to building the Feather S3, but I'm making a fundamental change with all of my S3 boards, and I'm not going to announce what that is yet. On top of the adding a fuel gauge and on the Feather S3 something else, but I'm not going to announce what it is yet until I've got a working prototype here. I've made the change to my Tiny S3. How's that for a tease? I've made my change to the Tiny S3. So the Tiny S3 that I was going to build last week, I'm not going to build because that's not the version I'm going to go with. I've got a new version of my Tiny S3 that I haven't clicked order yet with JLC because I've got some other things I need to put in the order, which I've been procrastinating on. Anyway, a fundamental change with my boards, and which I'm excited about if it works. Wi-Fi just bugged out on me. You see? Wi-Fi. Have you looked at the CH32 chips by any chance? I have. I've got a bunch of various ones here, and I couldn't make myself do anything with them. At the time when I got them, they were the development ecosystem around them was pretty crap, except for their own tools. It's gotten a little bit better. The problem is most people don't want to go and use their tools. Like, I mean, I'm not talking about people like Bitlooney and whoever who likes getting all that low level, whatever, messing around with the whatever their Windows only ugly IDE is. Right. Hey Steve, how you doing? Yeah, it's like, it's hard to play with them for the sake of playing with them. Like, you know, if I wanted to design something with them, then it would be for other people to use. And if the ecosystem is a hard ecosystem to get into, like it's Windows only, right? Well, that eliminates me. I'd have to set up some weird environment for me to be able to do that, which doesn't overly appeal to me. But there is some Arduino support, and maybe there'll be some more, I don't know. And their chips are getting better. I was more interested in their Bluetooth chips, their BLE chips, more so than, or the BLE side more so than anything else. Because they had BLE 5.2, 5.3, where the ESP32S3 was stuck with BLE 5.0, right? Hello, Mike. How you doing? Still waiting for 5G microwave ovens. We're talking about different Wi-Fis and different chips, and you're programming them on Linux perfectly fine. Okay, but when they first came out, there was no Linux either, was there? I'm pretty sure it was Windows only with a really... Anyway, it doesn't matter. So yes, I've got a whole bunch of different things here, but I can't see myself making one. But he hates Zephyr. Zephyr's okay. Yeah, 64K. It's nice because it's got 64K of RAM, and I get that. But I'm used to playing with chips that have 512K of RAM and PSRAM support. So, and I know people have been bit banging PSRAM with the WCH chips, but anyway, again, they do it for fun. It's not practical. Okay, let's get into building. So, I got distracted. I'm doing a John Oxer. Went down a rabbit hole. So I fixed my thing. It was just a cracked joint on the DC barrel jack. I've got the cable tension is. It's probably I should have put some something to take the stress relief off, but I didn't. It's been like that for years, and so every time I move the microscope around, it puts a bit of flex on it, and I might have just flexed it too much. So I got that working again, but I also, in the process, I found an old camera that I'd bought like a USB camera that I bought that has interchangeable lenses, and it's not the best camera in the world, and it doesn't have autofocus, but I used that camera rig that I set up, the arms and all those things that I mentioned last week, and I have got on my desk now a camera pointing down, so that's away from me, that's opposite side to where I sit. So it's not autofocus, so it'll prove interesting, but you'll be able to see what I'm doing now. So I'm not going to show you the view through the microscope camera anyway. I'm going to do it through this camera. So we'll see how that goes. So you'll see me stenciling and you'll see me whatever. Yeah, also inform me the wind bond didn't do, I think it's LGA not correctly seated problem. Interesting. Okay. I saw in, I meant to get back to you, I saw in Discord you had inline resistors on all of the lines of it. You need to get rid of those. You don't want any inline resistors on any of the flash. So, and did you configure the CS correctly? No RTOS port. What are we talking about? Okay, anyway, I'm going to build this board. So hopefully you'll be able to hear me from sitting over there. And that's about as in focus as I can get it. Yeah, nah, take him away. Take him away. Apart from the fact that it's just painful. You don't need them. Yeah. They have them there in case you have harmonics issues and you need to actually put something there. But if you don't have harmonics issues, you don't need them. And yeah, if you've got harmonics issues, you should be fixing your harmonics issues and not trying to suppress the harmonics by putting inline stuff. That's my opinion. I've designed boards with a lot of boards with flash. Never needed them. So, okay, I'm going to move to the other desk, and I've got paste. I'm going to need to do that, and we're going to assemble this board. And yeah, let me know if you can hear me okay from over here. I'm going to move over. I am here. I haven't set all this up yet. I did start, but then I stopped. God, I'm so old. So, need to set the stencil up. Nice bow on it. Oh well. Some tape. So I don't know how well this is going to work with the camera, but it is what it is. Okay, got a line.
Intermit Tech says we can hear you just fine.
Excellent. Good. What? Okay. We have stencil. We have paste. And I did mix the paste this morning, but I probably should have mixed it more maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, probably needed a bit more. I've got to remember how to hold it, that you can see through the camera. Maybe some more light. Let's get some more light. Okay, that'll be gone in a minute. Is that better? Maybe not. I just want you to see inside. Okay, whatever. It's not even in focus. So I need to get an autofocus camera or something to here. I don't mind this setup, but it needs a better camera. Yeah, should have mixed this a bit more. This is expired paste. Rather than opening my production paste and closing it, open, closing, whenever my current batch of production paste goes out of, what I say, out of production use, it becomes my prototyping paste. I should have looked first. No, that's good. So it's not quite as wet as it should be, but so it needs to be warmed up a bit more in the mixing machine. Okay. That is spot on. Okay, go this way. Okay. Now I'm hoping this will be in focus enough for you to see what I'm doing. It's okay. Hey Michael, good morning. You forgot it was Wednesday. When I woke up this morning, I was hoping it wasn't Wednesday. When my alarm went off this morning, oh my God, I was such a deep sleep. And the paste is not paste you can buy anywhere. It's an Inventec. It's called Inventec, and I get it directly from through the manufacturer. I've never seen it online anywhere. And it's a water-based SAC 305. Oops, sorry, I'm just checking there was a ping on my Discord server. 200 on black. What? Hey Ray. Oh no, I already said hey. Ray? I said hey Ray already. Okay, let's do it. So hopefully you can see it. I can't really get the camera closer. Well, yeah. It's at its focal thing. I need to... Okay, let's go. Let's just start. This way you get to see a little bit of the spinning action as well. Yay. Yay for spinning. Okay, I'm going to do 15 picofarad caps. It's not even in under the microscope. You know what? It's not. Didn't even adjust my focus of the microscope. There we go. Probably should have had more coffee first to make my hands steadier. So I should bring my coffee over. I'm gonna get my coffee. Don't want it to go cold. Hi everyone. Okay. Can you hear me slurping from all the way over there? Might as well do this while I'm here. Put the crystal on. Now I'm going to try to not move this around so it stays in the center for you while I'm working, but I have a habit of moving this while I'm working, so I'll do my best to not do that. Okay, time for 0.1 microfarad caps.
Alan Madsen says OHH yes we can.
Now I need to turn that up a little bit. Yes we can what, sorry? Hear me slurping. Excellent. Love a good slurp. Okay. Okay, these are all still 0.1s. I'll let you know when I change. One 1.1. Yeah, Wonder how well this paste will reflow. Kind of looks okay now, but I have a funny feeling it won't look okay by the time I finish the board. Oh, dropped it. Shouldn't have grabbed it that way. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, this is the last 0.1. Okay. Okay, now the 1 microfarad.
MD Shaberer Ramon says any other paste brand you recommend which is available to buy directly?
What are you after? Like, are you? Is it you want SAC 305? Like, do you need production paste? Because GC10 is the way to go, really. I've got some Amtech here. It depends. Do you want something that you can clean or something that you can't clean? Right, I'm not talking about like, do you want a no clean or do you want something that you need to clean? The paste I use is water-based, which means it has to be cleaned. But I do that on purpose because I clean my boards. So, if you want a no clean, then you want to use GC10. Loctite GC10 for sure. Or I've got some Amtech here, which is also pretty good. Otherwise, I mean, look, there's a lot of different pastes now out there. Some of it really, really good, but really expensive. You know, it depends on the finish you want. When I say messy, like how much residue will you accept on your board visually, right? It's not harmful, but how much residue visually will you accept on your board will dictate what paste. I'm gonna have to pull out all the RF components manually later, because they're all in little tubs. Okay. I'm going to do 0603 10 microfarad. Huge. Okay.
MD Shaberer Ramon says I have an ultrasonic cleaner, so cleaning later is not an issue.
It is, depending on your paste. You can't clean no clean paste. That's the point. So if you use a water-based paste, you'll always have to clean it, and you've got to clean it within 24 hours, usually 12 hours. Because the water-based paste is corrosive, they're flux. So it makes a huge difference. It's a commitment. Like, you need to clean every single board that you ever make.
ChatGPT says Aldi was selling $30 ultrasonic cleaners in special buys last Sat, but they were out of stock.
Yeah, be careful with Aldi ultrasonic cleaner. Not be careful. Those little jewelry ultrasonic cleaners are not great for electronics. You need to be careful. You need to understand. Oh, I'm going to run out of 100k. You need to understand what it is you're putting into the ultrasonic cleaner, and and what the ultrasonic cleaner will run. If it's a fixed frequency ultrasonic cleaner, then you got to be careful that you don't have a frequency that's going to resonate with any parts that are on your board, like crystals or whatever else, that are going to damage them. So the reason ultrasonic, electronics type ultrasonic cleaners are so much more expensive, and they shouldn't be this expensive. I'm not justifying why they're why they're $1,500 compared to 30 or 50, but they all do sweeping frequencies, so they don't sit on a particular frequency for a long period of time, which can damage components. But yeah, it just depends what you're cleaning. So these are 100k resistors. I think I mentioned that, but I'm very low. I'm going to run out, I think.
MD Shaberer Rahman says, so any recommendation on water-based paste? Then also, does the solder ball size matter for 0.5mm pitch pads?
Whoa, hang on. So, too big a question. What? On water-based paste then? You want to, you want to be using a T4 at a minimum, if not a T5. Just hold on a second. I need to just concentrate for a second. I'm going to put the wrong part in the wrong place. No, I don't have a recommendation for you. They're just any, yeah, like if you're not doing production, like production with a production line, then any paste will do, really. Now I'm missing I moved something, didn't I? Bummer. 1, 2, 3. 1. Right, okay. Oh no. I need one more. I need to refill my 100Ks. Okay. And it depends on how much paste you're going through. Like it's so many factors, and how much money you want to spend. I mean, my paste jars are like $290 a jar, and water-based paste goes off. The lifespan of a jar of water-based paste is only like a third or a quarter of the lifespan of no clean paste. So you really need to understand why you're picking them and how much paste you're going to go through, how quickly, etc. Okay, these are 10K resistors. Okay, 3K3. Okay. I'm actually gonna make some of these not 3K3, but that is the charge rate resistor. Come on. I should have refilled this before the stream. Oh, this is a V-bus. Wait, that should be 2 and 3. I think they're the back to front. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, that should be there. Mislabeled, not good. And these are going to be 5K1s.
Daniel Edwards says, where is that lazy Susan from I Need It?
Design files are online. You can make your own. Highly recommended. Jump to 5K1 just temporarily because I'm using 5K1s now for the LEDs instead of 3K3s. Okay, 2K down there and up there. Interesting. That should be a 3K. I have to update this file. Okay, lots of passives. Almost done with the passives. Four, 2K. Is that all the passives? No. I need a 1.5 R. 1.5. Productive Sion, not lazy Susan. That's funny. See, I get to miss all the funny comments now. That's okay. Okay. Out the way, so don't drop them. Okay, let's put some random parts on. And 2 LDOs. I'll just take some stuff out. 2 LDOs. I need I think the what do you call it? Truck is here. God, I threw them. I need 2 diodes. And I need, am I out? I am out of little fits. No! Little fits. I'm out of little fits. Okay, I need to find a little fit. Where am I going to find a little fit? Without me having to go downstairs and grab a bunch. Hello, little fit. Hello. I'm hoping I just have some sitting around somewhere. That's not looking good. Uh-oh. I know where I'll find some. Hopefully. Hopefully today, before my paste goes off. Okay, is that the right little fit? Just need one. Yes, got a little fit. Yay. Okay, let's put the diodes on. Get the orientation correct. Oop. Okay, little audio. Another LDO. Okay, cooking. Now I need a AND gate. I need an LED. I need some buttons. I need lots of things still. Okay. Okay, need a red LED. And I need a yellow or orange, yellow, whatever LED.
Alan Madsen says, is it a pink LED?
No, it's not pink. And I need a blue LED. Gotta come up here. Blue. And I need an ALS. Okay. Gonna put the LEDs back before I knock them. Anything interesting in the chat I'm missing? Okay, I need one of those. And oh, where are my charge ICs? I remember seeing them somewhere. Where did I put them? Oh, I don't have to go downstairs and grab some. Where did I put them? Ah, there they are. Okay, I need that and that, and okay, so one of those. I need one of those. Put them back. one of these. One of those. And one of these. This is something that I didn't mention was going on. Okay, and a JST connector. Oh. Right, yep. One of those. What else do I need? Need a stemmer QT. 4-pin stemmer QT. One of these. And I need a vertical one. Oh, God, so many parts. One of those. What else am I missing? Buttons. I need buttons. Buttons. One of those. Another one of those. I need an antenna. And I need all the RF components, which I'll have to do them last, as I said. Okay, antenna. Okay, I think they're all the parts that I need to get on. So let's just get them on. Button. Button. Oh, I need an LED. Okay, well. Pin up top. Sorry, I'll just. Okay, this. So this is the. Sorry, I'm moving this. I apologise.
Alan Madsen says yes, you need a pink LED.
So that is a BME 280 temperature sensor. So the FEATHERS3 not only has a fuel gauge on it now, but it also has a temperature sensor, because I had room, so thought I might as well do it, and I already had I2C on there, so okay. Those flash, turn the flash around. SP32S3. Okay, I need an LED as an RGB LED. Don't I have any in here? What? I know I got some somewhere. Here we go.
Alan Madsen says, can't you get small flesh chips other packet size?
Can I get what? Sorry, small. And I'll come and read it. Let me read it. Can I get small flash chip? Oh, absolutely. And I'd like to move to other chips, but when I've got thousands of these, it's too expensive to move to other ones. Yeah, so, but I'd like to transition to a different package. The thing is, all these were ratified during the silicon shortage. So my options weren't great back then.
Alan Madsen says yes, okay, get that. Slightly smiling face.
Only slightly. Okay, that way. So it depends on the flash size. It's for 16 meg, like this is. I can get a package that's smaller. I've got samples. But if I want to go bigger than 16 meg, even with a QFN or a WSON package, sorry, it's still about the same size.
Alan Madsen says only. Slightly smiling face.
Only
Yes.
slightly smiling face. Okay, so that is. Let me get it off. It's a fuel gauge. This is the charge IC. Stemma QT. Well, that was a horizontal. Here's a vertical. JST connector. And USB. And now I just need to do the RF components, which is going to be a pain. Okay, so my RF components are like this.
Gerald42 says hello, beaming face with smiling eyes.
Hello, Gerald42. So all my RF, my Hanson one are in these, so I need to pull them out one at a time. I've got 5 positions, 5 unique components. It's a bit of a pain, but I'll do that now. So I'm going to take them out of these little bags without spilling them everywhere, just to get one. Wait, that's wire wound. That's not what I want. I want a 0.3, not a 0.2. That one. Yep, that's better. One of those, and I need to start with one of these. Of course, I've got all these parts on my pick and place machine, but can't just walk up and take one off a feeder. So, okay, let's get these ones on. There's a cap. Inductor. Not sure you can even see that because of the connectors in the way. Okay, and then I need one of these. Another cap. And inductor. 2 more inductors to go on and I'm done. And we can reflow. It'll be interesting to see what reflow looks like through this camera for you all. Oops, get in. So it's essential I put these away properly, otherwise I'll lose them or I'll make a mess or something. Okay, 1. And 1 more. Okay, that is everything. Wonder how long that took me. I have no idea. Let me put these away before I do something silly and regret. Okay, reflow time. I don't know if it's going to be, I mean, it won't be in focus, but let's move this out the way. I need to be able to see what's going on. I need to turn my fan on, exhaust fan. What can you see? Is it a bit out of focus? I can try to focus it a bit more, but it's like obviously manual focus. I don't know which direction. How's that? Is that better? Probably not going to get any better than that. Sorry. Turn it so you can see the numbers. Can you see the numbers? Yep. Cool. Is it? You might even see it reflow a little bit. Except now I can't see it. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, whew, let's go.
Gerald42 says that's better, it was overexposed before.
Oh, was it? Sorry. I can't actually see what you're seeing. Like it's, if I'm looking at my computer screen from where I'm sitting now, it's like 200 bit meters away. Bit hard to see. I can see framing of what you're seeing, but I can't really see much detail. So 160 degrees. On an angle. That's better for me. And has more on at the same time. Let's see if I turn this down. Is that better? Less blowout? Okay, 195. It's going to start sizzling. Yep, there it goes. Now we'll get to see if the paste was good or not.
Gerald42 says yes.
Excellent. hanging off the edge, not great. Move that over. This hot plate doesn't get to the corners when it's reflowing. So okay, that looks good.
Dutch Taurus says yes, I can read the numbers. It says S32S3D.
Oh wow, cool. Still like autofocus if I can get it. Okay, taking it off. Turning it off. Move it out of the way so I don't burn myself. Just on a heatsink to cool it down. Turn off the fan. USB, all good. There might be a bent pin on this USB connector. We'll see. It might stop the cable working from one direction. Okay. Still warm. I'm going to bring it back over to the desk here. Sit back down. So that wasn't too bad. Was that? How was that? Watching that, I couldn't see what you were watching. So, was that bearable? It was good. Okay. I think that would have been better than under the microscope, because under the microscope you can only see a small section. So I've set up, got my other camera on. I can't get any closer. Well, actually, you know what I can do? So it's going to be shaky, wobbly camera for a minute. Whoa, sorry. Okay, I dropped the camera. Now I can autofocus it again. Okay, now we get a bit closer to the board. Not a lot of light coming in there. Anyway, so I guess we let's just plug it in. I'm not even going to beep it out. Let's just plug it in. What could happen possibly? Actually, I can put it up through the test jig. I should do that anyway. But power's up. Charge, LED, flashing, good. Let's just check it enumerates. And then I'll maybe stick it on the test jig. And it enumerates. Excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna unplug it. And I'm gonna bang. Grab the test jig, grab a test jig. See, now we're too close. Turn that on. Take out that adapter. Put in this adapter. FEATHERS3. I need to turn my Wi-Fi access points on for my test jig. Okay, they're on. Good. And what else? Okay, I need to log in. Connect to the Pi. It's still booting up. It's a bit annoying. Hey, Mad Techie. Thanks, Graham. I'm glad the sound is okay. Oh, oh, wrong screen. Okay, boot up. Okay, load FEATHERS3. I will, thank you. This is obviously going to put CircuitPython on it, but that's okay. VBAT test, set download. Flushing. Mounting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why is it mounting? No, let flash the UF2 bootloader on it. Let me do this. I've had this before. I mean, I don't know, this S3 chip, I don't know where. It's been lying around for a while. Let me just do an erase flash on it. Okay, just erasing the flash completely. Yeah, that erased way too quick. So, let's try this again. Why isn't the LED going on? We'll put something on back to front. RGB, oh, I bet you the RGB LED is not on the correct way. That'll be annoying. Let me... It's possible the board's bad. I'm not getting an LED, and I should be seeing a CircuitPython drive, a bootloader, and I'm not. Interesting. But I am seeing a drop. I'm seeing the flash. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it enumerate. Okay, let me have a quick look under the microscope. See if I did something silly. It's possible. Always possible. Okay, let me see if I can get the microscope camera back up now. Here we go. It's not going to be great. And I don't know if... I need the light back up. Might be blurry for you. I don't know, I can't easily see if you're in focus or not. Sorry. It's comparing to a FEATHERS3. What have I put that's wrong? If I got that the wrong way around. So I'm just checking all the solder joints properly. $128, yeah, okay. It's the right size flash. Biggest RAM. Oh my god. I stuck an 8 meg flash S3 chip on. I put the wrong S3 chip on it. So there's an 8 mega flash in it and a 16 mega external flash. So it's not flashing it correctly because it's using the internal flash. Oh my god, I thought I picked up a non-FN8. How stupid. I need to change the flash chip. They're all FN8s, no wonder. Okay, let me go get an S3 chip from downstairs. There you go, at least I know what it is now. At least I know what it is. Back in a moment. That was annoying. Very, very annoying. Let me just check the chip. That's better. I wonder how I can show you. Let me see if I can show you the difference. I don't know if you can read what's on the chip. Can you read what's on the chip? It says ESP32S3, but here FN8 means it's got flash, normal, meaning not high temperature, 8 megabytes. And this chip just says ESP32S3 with no flash. So that's what it was. So I'm going to replace it now. What are? How annoying is that? It doesn't really matter, but okay. Okay, I'm just heating this back up. I should put the fan back on. Save my life. Got some flux. How embarrassing. How embarrassing was that? I should have checked the chip when I pulled it out. Oh well. Yeah, I shouldn't be making a mistake like this now, though. That was just stupid. Stupid. Oh my god, I found the S3 chip. I must have picked up the wrong one. I had an S3 out. I must have just picked up the wrong chip. See, now I've got, look, where's the camera view? I'm trying to think where I can, here. I've now got one. Now I've now got two of them. Oh, that is so annoying. So annoying. So I did get the right one out. Okay, we're going to do some surgery now. We're going to pull this one off. And hopefully we'll have enough solder left when I do that to put the other one on. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm going to flux it afterwards actually. The flux is going to burn away too quick. How if I turn it the right way around? That would have been bad. Okay. Fluxy flux. Whew. See that smoke going? Okay, and off. That was probably a little bit too much flux, but I'll wash it afterwards. Okay. Wow. That was... Just about to say, turn it around, yeah. Yeah, what's the fun if there's no drama? There you go. Hot plates are awesome for stuff like that, absolutely. That would have been a nightmare to do with the hot air gun. An absolute nightmare. Crazy. Okay, just letting it cool down. And then I will try that again with a test jig. That is water-based, my water-based flux. Whoa. That light just, oh, okay. Did I not turn the power on? How funny. Sorry. WS353, so it's a water-based flux. So, nightmare, but more entertaining. So you don't mix fluxes. So if you're using a water-based paste, you've got to use a water-based flux. Otherwise, you're back to the same problem of, congratulations, Dr. Sion. What? Hello, Christian. And anyone who, if I missed anyone who's popped into chat while I was over there, BME to 80 bit wider plus immunity would fit on a board in place of the BMP. I don't know. I don't know what the BMP is. Okay, let's try this again. Which one? That one. There we go. So, let's try this again. VBAT, set download, flashing. Oh, look, LEDs! Yay! Mounting. Copying. It's copying Circuit Python over. Hey, C. Miller. Alan. Hello, Alan. That is the MHP 50. Yep. Thanks, Michael. The MHP 50, which I used to use the 30, but the 50 is, yeah, much better. Although I'm still only getting 19 volts on it, which is really frustrating. Okay, remounting, testing. Passed in 66 seconds. So that's just put CircuitPython on it. And you can see the RGB LED cycling, and the blue one will be turning on and off every time it cycles. So, so the board works. So now we need to see if the temperature sensor works. This should be interesting. My CircuitPython skills are a little bit rusty. And when I say a little bit, I mean a lot. Okay, let's bring up here. Open folder. Okay, so I don't want to have to download all that bundle stuff. I haven't touched CircuitPython in ages. Oh really? Mako's doing... Okay. Shame. Say hi next time you speak to him. Okay, I need a... Adafruit CircuitPython BME 280. Okay. Okay. Libraries use a hardware key related steps to install the libraries. Do I just install the library bundle? Stop supporting all. How do I install the library, the project bundle? Latest Adafruit CircuitPython library bundle. Guess I want this one. Oh, yeah, I'm there. Thanks. And how do I install it? What do I do? Do I just copy understanding the bundle? Downloading extracted contents is usually done by double clicking. Open the bottom folder. 2 information files. Open the lib folder. Where open the folder, you see a large number of folders. Okay. Downloads. So do I just, how big is it? 1.5 megabytes. So I just copy the whole thing into the lib folder, or do I just copy what I want? Hey Matt. I'm going to copy all of it over just for fun. It's only 1.5 meg, all of this. The lib folder is 1.6 meg. I'm going to stick it all in for shits and giggles. Why not? Well, I don't know what dependencies it needs. That's the problem. This will only take like an hour. So many libraries. Little, Jesus. I guess I could have just copied what I want and then keep copying the things over I needed. It's too late now. It's going to take a long time. Where's the cancel button? Okay, I'm going to cancel that. Yeah, I know there's circup as well. Okay, BME. Oh, there's a whole folder for the BME 280. Why is there a folder? Why is it still copying? Look, it's still copying, but I cancelled the copy. That's just crazy. What's if I kill Visual Studio? Do you reckon that'll kill it? We'll try. Let's try that again. I shouldn't have copied them all to start with. Okay, as long as the BME... Where's the BME folder? Did it not copy? No, it still said copying. Oh, but I don't know, maybe. Okay, let's get back to here. Okay, it's code.py. Let's rename this underscore code.py. New. Save as code.py. And let's see if it prints anything. Screen cu.usb. Okay, no IC device at address 077. Uh-oh. Hey Dave, and hey Terran Visitor. Okay, wonder what address it's on. BME 280. Hopefully I put it on the right way. Does anyone know if there's a I2C scan for CircuitPython? I might have set it to a different address. Address. What?
Cian, Chad has disconnected.
Okay. Why is that not? The page is not moving. Oh, I got stuck. Where's the pin list?
Alan Madsen
Yeah,
says ceiling.
I saw. Thank you. Okay, let's comment that and let's paste this. Okay, found. Okay, so it found. It's found two devices, which is good. The fuel gauge, so it's on 76, not 77. And the fuel gauge and the sensor. So 76 and 36. Okay, 76 and 36. So the fuel gauge is on 36 and the BME is on 76. Folks, we're going to do a quick toilet break, okay? Back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. That was a quickly run and do it now, or badly suffer the consequences. Okay, so there must be a way of initializing the BME at a different address. So, And it's a pre-compiled library, so I can't even look at the library. I'm going to have to go to GitHub. It's Arduino, CircuitPython. PCB address, right, I want 76. Okay, init. Is there no way to set the address? There's no way to set the address. Oops, nope. Okay, I must be missing something really obvious here.
Michael says maybe examples has it.
Nope. Simple test. Nope. There doesn't look to be. Now, so I go back into here. Oh, here, hang on. In itself, address. Okay. With the advanced. Okay, possibly. What did I say it was? 76? Whoops. Yeah, that's a bit. Okay, oops. Let's try that. Come on, reboot. There we go. Okay, it found it now. So 74 degrees, humidity 22.7, pressure 1015.4. Okay, so that works. And the fuel gauge. Now we need to get the fuel gauge, which is on 36. So so max 1017. So this one here. Let's copy that into lib. And let's look for an example. It's a C on Pascal. 1704. Adafruit Max 1704 Circuit Python. Oh, no, wrong link. That one. Okay, we're just hacking this in. I just want to make sure they work, right? So we've already got that, and move that up there. So there's highlighting. What is all the highlighting? You turn that off. That looks terrible. Anyway, okay. So BME, we've got Max. Yep, and then we'll just do the same thing. We'll print some things out. Save. Control D. So it needs Adafruit register. See, this is all the dependency stuff. Hey John. No problem. There we go. Battery voltage 4.47, 136%. There's no battery connected. So let's get a battery and connect it. If I can get one without breaking the thing. I don't even know if I've got a battery that is charged or whatever. Okay, I've got a big chunky battery here, which hopefully won't blow up the board because I don't know what state the battery's in. Let me just check it first. I don't even know what battery this is.
Alan Madsen says use it without battery, so there is more power.
Yeah, that battery's dead. Let's not plug that one in. That'd be bad. I need a battery that's got a JST-PH connection on it. All my batteries recently have got the small connectors on them. Let me find a battery if I can. Maybe. Somewhere. Oh boy. There's a battery when you need one. I'll have to take a battery off my test jig. Okay, I'll take one off my test jig. Probably a bad idea, but I need some pliers. I'll do this carefully. Oh. Didn't sound good. I just crushed it. Okay, let's plug this back. Plug this in. Okay. And now it thinks, okay, 4.2 volts, 91%. See, and how does it really know it's 91%? But anyway, so that's, oh, you can't even see that. Hang on. There we go. Sorry. So there's a battery connected to here now. And we're seeing... Get bigger. Bigger. 4.12 volts. Why is it so high? Because it's always being charged when it's powered up. When it does a VBAT check on the test jig, it's charging. See, there's a battery connected. Oh, there's a battery connected. I didn't pull that one out. It's underneath. So that's how it does the battery check. Okay, so it's found the battery, the charge IC, and it's reading the battery maybe correctly. Use it without battery, so there is more power. I don't understand what you mean by use it without battery, so there's more power. I'm just confirming that it can actually find all of their I2C devices, which it can. So that is a success. So it's finding the BME, the battery charging IC is working, the fuel gauge is working. So everything about the board is working, the LED is working, the RGB LED is working, which means the second LDO is working, and flash and PSRAM will be working, otherwise it wouldn't have passed the test. Right, before it was that because there was no battery connected, but that doesn't mean anything because it's not using that, Alan. But yes, fine, sure. When 5 volts is connected, the power path from the battery is turned off. So it won't make any difference anyway, but yes, I understand what you're saying. Okay, so long as my next design, I don't break anything that I did there, that is pretty cool. Yeah, okay. I need to put that in the ultrasonic cleaner because that's got a lot of flux on it. But that is a win. I think I put everyone to sleep. Okay, did I miss anything in chat? Maybe not. Hey, Alex. Did I say hi to Alex before? I don't know. Maybe. Is it pinout with the older? Yeah, it's fully pinout compatible. I had an option of changing that, but I didn't. So yeah, it will be, assuming I even go into production with it, it will be compatible, yes. The only difference will be that the reading the battery, the helper libraries and stuff will have to change, because there's no ADC for the VBAT check now. It's using the fuel gauge instead. But the next change I want to make, though, assuming I can fit it on the board, we'll still keep it fully compatible, pinout compatible, library, everything else compatible, but it'll be a pretty big, interesting change. So, yeah, you have to wait on that one. I'm not giving it away until I've confirmed it works. I think that is that's all for today, folks. Unless anyone's got any questions or anything. Unplug it. Unplug that. Plug this back in here before I forget. Okay, sorry, that's my test jig. Good, done. Thanks, Joe42. Tell just a little bit about that. No, I'm not going to say, other than it's going to change my product lineup. My aim is to change my product lineup. There you go. How confusing is that? yeah, in a good way. In a good way. A good way for me. Good way for me, a good way for customers or users of my boards. So I think everyone will be happy. Assuming it works, yeah, which it should. How I transition over, I don't know yet. That'll be, yeah, we'll see. But it's a pretty cool idea if I can get it going. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. It's not like I have lots of space on the board, right? I mean, that's... You can't even tell like that. Yeah, that's pretty packed in. Let me get closer. God, the lighting's bad. Anyway, that's pretty packed in. And yeah. Yeah, I fixed my microscope camera. It was a cracked joint, solder joint on the DC barrel jack. And I set up an external look down camera that I used today, which looks like this, John. And that's what I used. That's what people were watching through today. Look how dirty that is. So, yeah. That all worked out. It only took me 5 minutes to fix the power on the microscope camera, but I just needed to pull it all apart. Disassemble it from the microscope, and then disassemble the camera and have a look. So it took me about, okay, not 5 minutes. It took me about 10 minutes to find the crack. It was very small. Like if you jiggled the power cable, it would actually power up sometimes. Yeah, 02011 helped me here. The issue I've got is not the passives. It's just all the IC. The amount of space, the amount of extra space I need to do what I want to do is considerable. Yeah, but anyway, we'll see. Where there's a will, there's a way. Yeah. Anyway, okay. I'm going. Thank you all. I'm going to go get a coffee and something to eat and get on with my day. I hope you all have a fantastic day. For those of you that's the morning, and for those in the evening, I hope you have a good sleep. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm going to fit in a GPS and a 7-inch screen. No, a 14-inch screen. Massive screen I'm going to put on here. Massive. No.
Super chat!
Matt, what are you doing? Thanks, mate. Thank you. It was not necessary, but thank you. Yeah, have a good week, everyone, and I will chat with you all next week. Bye. Thanks, Matt, for the super chat.